What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So continuing with our Suicide Squad characters, I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. King Shark, the goodest boy. Dressed as Superman. Which is kind of funny. I saw this, thought it was hilarious. Let's draw it. So we're going to start with his head, more or less. The shape for the head, right? We'll just start with the sort of frown of his eye. So we're curving line, right? And this is like a light sort of V here, and then goes up the other way. Doesn't sort of touch in the middle. You can if you want, but it's better sometimes with these things to leave it sort of slightly broken, not sort of perfect, you know. And that goes down the back of his head. So he does have sort of some frowny sort of wrinkles and stuff on all this, right? So you can add those if you want. And of course he's a shark, so these sort of scar lines as well, like on his eye and all that kind of stuff. So his eye, the eye itself, right? So just underneath this sort of eyebrow area, and they're very small, beady shark eyes. Right, and a big dark black circle, right? And you should leave a highlight. I would recommend like leaving a white section to make it look shiny. Okay, and then we got like an eyelid on top and bottom, and bags kind of underneath his eyes here like this. And sort of some like wrinkles and stuff coming out the back. Right, we do same thing over here, except we're kind of turned away, right? So we can see a bit less of this eye. It kind of comes right down from the eyebrow. Kind of dark in there. And then like his eyelid lines. And sort of like wrinkles on the snout and stuff that all go down this way. So shape for the side of the head and the mouth and stuff. So say nostrils, yeah, he's got big sharp nostrils, right? Like here, pretty close to his eye. It's a very dark, sort of spiky sort of things. This color is dark inside. That goes down towards his mouth, basically. Right, and the nostril on the other side is a bit smaller because it's turned away. So you can just see like this line just there. Skin. Right, and then his big shark mouth. So he's just like grimacing, sort of. So it's not like smiling or anything. It's just this bumpy sort of line that comes across here, sort of down. And then across the bottom there. I'll put like a piece of skin at the side. And then like a all these sort of wrinkles and things. So lots of wrinkles on these lips. And like a chin sort of area there. And then of course teeth inside. So big gnarly shark teeth. Great white. Dark back in there. There's gaps in these teeth, so it's not like, so say there's like a tooth there and then like here, it's kind of overlapping. You can see like layers of teeth in the back. It's kind of maybe his gum just sort of in the middle. Right? So you can add more wrinkles than this, of course, like if you want, coming down from the mouth and everything. Right, but it's probably helpful now just to get sort of this chin kind of in here. It's kind of flat, just comes across this way. Right, and then we lightly sort of get like his cheek coming up the side, right? But it kind of joins his neck. So it's like all the one sort of, and he's got gills and everything and stuff coming down here. So like this is like the side of his face. Brown for his brow. This kind of comes across the top of the head here. And he's got a fin that goes back around the back of his head and then comes out the other side, down this way. And then there's like gills sort of on his neck and stuff here as well. He doesn't really have much of a jaw, sort of. It's all sort of one sort of section that joins the head here. But it looks like there's a few gills just here on the side of his neck. That's like gills and stuff. And again, he's like pretty wrinkly. It's then his back sort of goes this way, and he's wearing Superman's costume, right? So his shoulder on this side is high up and the one down here is low down, right? So the cape, this would be like cape coming across here, and it goes into like a silver clip sort of on Superman's costume and then comes back around. And then the other side comes across his neck. There somewhere. And then we have a little silver clip here. And then this goes all the way around the shoulder. Up here, and then we got like some bumps. Just some fabric lines and stuff. Okay, and then collar goes that way. We got like some more sort of anatomy and neck stuff here. So his chest is kind of side on, so we got the Superman crest sort of here, right? And then we have his shoulder out that side. So I guess like the shoulder crest where they join. So we'll go diagonal there, right? And then this comes down for his chest. It kind of comes down to the bottom of that red triangle there, and then his body flies off that way. Then the shoulder, he's like a crazy muscly dude, right? So he's kind of like Venom, sort of, he's huge. So you got his bicep there. And then his tricep has a bump on it. So it goes like out, or his forearm goes that way. And then his forearm joins there, and then that goes that way. So that's like his shoulder. So it's like a fin or something here on his arm. So the side of his chest then is here, right? Then we have big shoulder now, like way bigger than you would think. There. And then it comes in that way. So 3/4 pose, right? So that means this side is about half the size of this, right? So this whole width from shoulder to like the center of his chest is nearly double the size of this from shoulder to the center of the chest, right? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 3/4, okay? Because we have a quarter missing because it's turned away. It's kind of an optical illusion. It's just good to learn sort of body positions kind of like that if you're trying to draw figures. Okay. So the rest of that arm. So we go bicep. Right, so like a bicep there. And then tricep, quite big, out there, touches the shoulder. And then it goes off down to the elbow. Bicep goes in there, and then his forearm goes off that way. And then his back is kind of touches just here, so. And then Superman's cape is kind of like hanging down back that side. So that's his body shape generally. So we'll just add some details now. So things like the crest, and there's like lines on Superman's cape and all that kind of stuff. So do the crest first, because I guess it's the biggest thing that stands out the most. So comes across the top that way, follows the shape for his collar, and then this will go down, and then down this side, and then it's a triangle, so it just like goes down there. And then this side goes down, touches that line, like so. So Superman's S is kind of difficult to draw. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world to draw. You're drawing the negative space. So what that means is you're drawing the yellow parts behind the red S. So the red S is like here. So say like up in the corner. So this is like the curve of the S. Right? And when it comes back in, so say this curves around, comes back in here. And then it goes back. Lots of different ways of doing this now, of course. And then up to there. So you can kind of nearly see it now. Then we have a little triangle under here. And then, so the S curves around like that. So the top of it is up here, and the bigger part, like here. Right? So it's like it's not a complete S. Right, and then there's like a little tiny S shape there. Right, and then you could add some textures to all this, like some edge lines to it and stuff. Right, you can just keep adding sort of dots and stuff and scar. Looks so he's like cut up, the biceps like are stretching out the costume, so it like he doesn't fit in basically. So he's adding all these cuts and stuff into it. And then there's lots of like details like edge lines around the collar and like around the crest and stuff. So there's like a line going that way, down around the crest here. And then there's some around the shoulder. Few of these actually, so say like just edge lines and stuff, like an extra thing that way. Coming down the chest there, around that way. Coming over his elbow. Up the bicep sort of area. It's like these, it's all these stitching sort of things. Like down the arms, all this details. But basically it's blue, right? Some of these might be double sort of rims or edge lines. Like extra little things like this. Right, and there's like, so it's like dirty and there's scratches on it and dirt and rips and tears and everything, so but generally that's it. King Shark in Superman's costume from Suicide Squad. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.